I'm Jeremy, this is your Geek Fix, and you know, for a little while now, I've been trying to upgrade some of our film equipment to 4K because that's what you do these days. The downside is that it uses a lot of additional space. More recently, we went to Good Springs. James helped me set up my phone so I could film in 4K. And while that's great, suddenly I had less space. So I had to be more picky about what we filmed. I even took 2 phones with me just so that I would have enough space to be able to film. We also had to use James' phone, actually. And every night when we came home, I'd have to transfer it to my computer so I'd have more space the next morning. Worse than that, I would turn down opportunities for filming different things because I didn't want to use up all the space. These phones, none of my phones allow me to put in SD cards, so I can't expand the memory. And I don't like cloud storage whatsoever. I feel like it's just another way for them to nickel and dime you, but also it's hard to use it if you're in an area like I was in Good Springs where I didn't have any access to Wi-Fi or to any type of network. Well, I was looking for some type of alternative, some type of solution. And it was around then that NewQ sent me this. Now, if you're not familiar with NewQ, they actually specialize in storage devices. And in this case, we're talking about a portable SSD, which a fingerprint touch, so you can not only store your information, but it will also be extremely secure. Now, this is a solid state drive that you can get that comes in either a 512 gigabyte, a 1 terabyte, or 2 terabyte size, which you can get on the Amazon store or on their website. And it's quite sturdy. It has this nice aluminum case, which has been drop tested, temperature tested, and it's reported to have an ultra long lifespan of up to 1 million times. In relation to security, it has double encryption, and they state that even brute force methods won't be able to get to any of the files on it. So how does it work, and is it gonna do the job that I need? Well, the first thing we gotta do is set it up. When you flip it over, it says, please read the user manual to install Android or iOS software and to use this product. Do not poke with sharp objects. Well, that's always a good idea. So I've got my phone here, and all I have to do, I'm gonna go to this first page right here where they do have a QR code. All right, and that takes me to a download page. I'm gonna use it on my Samsung here. Agreeing. They have some terms here that I'm gonna use this for good purposes. And I'm gonna allow permission. And I guess that's all more I have to do. Okay. Well, when I've done that, in relation to the encryption settings, when you use it for the first time, it's recommended to set the password and fingerprint, or you cannot set the password and set it up later. So we want to do that this first time around. And here we have some additional accessories, which includes this bag right here, our cable that I'm going to be using in a minute. This is a USB-C to USB-C. I also have a USB to USB-C. So we're going to use that USB-C to USB-C connector at this point. And it's not super long, but it doesn't have to be. I do need to peel this off right here. And so to do that, it looks like I pull right here. Real quick and slow. Oh yeah, there's your Zen moment. And now on this side. Okay, next I'm going to connect it into here like this, and look at that. Now my fingerprint sensor has lit up. I'm going to go back into my phone here. I've got to I'm going to say go ahead and always open it, and I'm going to give that permission. And now it's loading. It says you need to set a password to enter the fingerprint before you can use the encryption function to open the encryption disk. Remember, the password, once you forget it, no one will be able to access the data, so don't forget it, okay? So I'm going to put in my password twice, and then I click the next step, the name of the individual. Well, in that case, this is me, so put that in, Jeremy. All right, next step. Please press your finger. So now I've got to be able to get a good fingerprint here. So as you can see, as I move it around, I'm going to keep on trying to get more and more of my finger recognized here. Press your finger. I must have gotten enough of it, so it likes my finger at this point. So next I went out to get some video to fill up my phone. Once my phone was nice and full, I reconnected it to my NewQ. And then I just opened it using my fingerprint. I clicked Album Backup, and just like that, it started backing up all my videos. Luckily, this process is really fast because I didn't notice that my battery was almost dead. Next, I connected the NewQ to my PC and had no additional need for any kind of setup. With Windows, I can just fingerprint unlock, and there's my videos, just as I filmed them. Simple, easy to use. I love it. With the size that it is, I mean, I could almost put it on the back of my phone or inside of my case. I could also put it inside this little case that they sent me and carry it around in my pocket. It's very easy, up to 2 terabytes of information that I could be storing on any of my trips. This is pretty great. I'm going to be going on a trip very soon where I'm going to be able to test it out and see how well it works. I'm pretty excited about it, especially if I come back to Good Springs this year. I'll have a way to know that my videos and my photos and things are going to be safe, and that I can also go crazy with how much I record. Once again, I want to thank NewQ for sending us this drive to test it out. I'm actually excited enough about it that I'm going to buy the larger version. But let me know, what do you think? Stay tuned, like, subscribe, comment below. This has been your Geek Fix.